Well, hello there. Thank you for hitting play on this video. My name is Kathy. This is Kathy's Country Life, and I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. I just got home from work. I'm kind of in a whirlwind. I did a lot of projects yesterday that I didn't show because I have videos on there. I made, until the cows came home last night, I was making beef stock, and didn't get everything cleaned up, so it's kind of piled up in here. Just overlook it. But my hands are clean, the counters are clean, everything I'm going to be cooking in is clean, so it's okay. Got a couple things we're going to make today. We are taking dinner over to my husband's great aunt tonight. She is, I think, 97. I think she's 97. 96 or 97. She just lives up the road, just a little piece, and we're going to cook, go up there and sit and visit with her. So I need to get that done first and foremost. So what I am making is, I'm making a chicken spaghetti. Yesterday we went over to my father-in-law house that lives across the street, my father and mother-in-law. We picked turnip greens and kale, and I cooked them last night. There'll be more coming, so I'll show y'all how I did that. But I went ahead and cooked those last night, put them in the refrigerator to go along with the meal tonight. And then I'm going to make a dessert, and I'm going to make, this is a viewer's recipe. Belinda, you know who you are. She sent this to me a while ago, and I just now getting around to making it. And I apologize for it taking so long, but it is a chocolate depression cake. So we're going to try our hand at that. I've got that recipe handy. And so first thing I'm doing, I've got my oven preheating to 350. I have got some, well, they're bone-in chicken thighs. I thought I had laid out boneless, but they are bone-in, but we will make it work. I'm just going to give them a little seasoning with some salt and some pepper. Uh-oh, that one just clunked on there. Oh, I touched it. Use my other hand now. Y'all, I have an aversion to raw chicken. It grosses me out. And then I've got some smoked paprika. And we're just going to give these a cook in the oven. I laid these out, and then I thought today, well, I've got all that canned chicken that I could have used, but I'd already laid these out, so we're going with this. It's one more step, but that's okay. Okay, I'm going to stick these in the oven at 350, and I'll be right back. Okay, that's in. I'll check on it and let you know how long it takes. But I'm going to show y'all some stuff that I got. Where I live, it's family land. It was my husband's grandparents on both sides, land that, you know, got handed down to my in-laws, and so they have it. They've got land here, and about 20 minutes away at another spot, which was my father-in-law's family. They've got pastures and stuff out there. But there's all kind of little buildings scattered throughout. Some of them have fallen in. Some of them, the floors have busted out of them. And basically stuff that needs to be torn down or will just rot where it lays. But a little backstory. And I may not be 100% accurate on this. So if you're in my husband's family, if I'm wrong on something, I apologize. But from the way I understand it is that when he was 18 or 19, he moved out of his parents' house, just right here on the land, and he got him a mobile home, and he set up a mobile home over by the barn, and he built him an aluminum garage shed thing to put his truck in. Well, after he had moved out of that, his mother kind of took over that garage shed and started storing stuff in it. And so when my husband's grandmother, which is my mother-in-law's mother, she ended up moving over to my in-laws. They made her an apartment in the basement when she got older. And so she was cared for there for years and years and years before she eventually had to go to the nursing home. So a lot of Chris's grandmother's stuff was stored over there in that building. I had been in there years ago, and all I could remember, I know there was boxes and boxes of paperback books. So I remember I got some Daniel Steele books from over there. But anyway, we were riding around on the side-by-side yesterday, and I said, let me go over there to that storage shed and let's look in it. Well, a lot of it, the furniture, upholstered, stuff like that, is just, you know, rats have gotten in it. It's just, you know, it's not salvage. Well, I guess you could salvage it if you knew what you were doing or had somebody professional that could do it. But anyway, but I was looking around and I was like, I found some stuff up on a high shelf. And my heart went pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. But I'm going to show you what I got. I got this bucket, the old enamelware bucket that's got the red ring around it. It's in good shape. There's no holes. Something sticky was right here, so I'm having problems getting that off. It was, I guess, the sticker that was on it. But it's got a few little rust spots in it, which I think gives it character. So I love that. And let me give you a backstory on my husband. He loves his family's old stuff. His grandparents, his great-grandparents, whatever. Especially stuff that he remembers them using. But he don't want them messed with. He don't want, like, I got this and I was like, this would be the cutest little flower. No, you're not drilling holes in that. And he's just like that. And it's not that, he just wants his family stuff left the way it was. Now, he don't mind me using it, but he don't want me to drill holes in it for a flower pot. So anyway, I'm going to do something with this. I thought a bouquet of flowers and it would be cute. I'll use it as decoration somehow or another, but I thought that was just really, I just love that. And I also got, which I've got soaking, is this metal wash tub pot. It's got some sticker residue there too, but I got some Clorox because it's kind of stained on the bottom with some stuff. Clorox cleanup in there, but, and it's got the black rim and it's pretty heavy duty. I love it. And then there's this other bowl. That's the enamel with the red. It's got some of the broken off pieces, you know, and I just think that just gives it character. I love it. I love it. But my sister-in-law's gonna get that one. I texted her pictures and asked her if she wanted any of it. And then these went to old mixers that was in there. And I also have this one that was to an old mixer. You can tell it's got the rim on the bottom. But I got those. The mixers don't work anymore that they went to. They were old. But I thought that would be cute little mixing bowls. So anyway, got those. Tickle pink. It's like going antique shopping, which that's about it on buildings around here that's salvageable, but has anything salvageable in it. But anyway, I was pleased as punch. We got a building over here that the bottom fell out, and it kind of like here's the building and had the bottom. Well, the bottom fell out and kind of like sloped down. It was full of canning jars and old Coca-Cola jars, bottles. And we've gone over there twice digging through, but they got so compacted with mud and dirt in them. A lot of them were just impossible to clean. So, and I don't know how. I tried everything on cleaning them and I didn't really have much luck. But there's that one that I'm going to go over there another day. I like to go over there when it really cools off because of snakes. They saw a rattlesnake this past summer going into that building that we went in. So I was really scary, and I really didn't get in there digging much because I was scared. But when it gets colder weather, I'll go digging some more. Okay, enough of that. Let's get the stuff ready for the cake. All right, bring you down. Get my sugar and stuff out of the way. Okay, this comes from a website, chocolateandmore.com, and I'll link it below. But it's got a real cute story, or not a cute story, but a story behind 1917, 1918, Depression times, and this was a cake that could be made during the Depression with minimal ingredients. Now the icing, they didn't make icing for the cake back then, and this lady made the icing. I mean, she purposely put the icing on it because everybody likes icing. Okay, so we need 1 cup of, well, let me do this first. We need 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Might as well get my half out. One and a half cups of all-purpose flour. Oh me, oh my. Oh me. Hold on. I thought I was ready. But I'm not. Okay. Baking soda. Not powder, soda. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we'll whisk this all together. Okay, I think I'm done with the sugar and the flour for now. Okay, I had printed out the recipe when she first sent it to me, and now I don't know what I did with it. Do I have days like that? Okay, and in a separate look, I'm using my new mixing bowls. They're washed. In a separate bowl, I'm going to combine some vanilla. Let me get my fancy bottle out. And you need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And you know I always go over. And then 1 teaspoon of white vinegar. Ooh, vinegar and chocolate cake. Where are we going? Where are we going with this, sis? 1 teaspoon of that. And I need a cup of water and 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. Okay, now, I don't keep vegetable oil. I used to a long time ago. But I buy avocado oil for my neutral oil. And that's what to use as you would vegetable oil. I had a comment on my honey bun cake recipe that, you know, that they didn't like olive oil because, I mean, avocado oil because they can taste it. Now, I can't taste it. I mean, me personally. I gotta get some water. To me, it's a very neutral oil and has no smell. So, but if you are like that and you can taste avocado oil, I mean, use vegetable oil. Use whatever neutral oil you have. I just always have avocado on hand, and that is what I use, and I have no problems and can't taste it. cup of water. Stir this up. And then we're going to add this. So what I'm seeing is no eggs. That's the first thing I'm seeing. Oh, I didn't add the cocoa powder. Fourth a cup of cocoa powder. This is a third of a cup. I'm just going to go a little bit shy. Oh, I didn't preheat the oven. See, let me go ahead and preheat that to 350. It won't take it long. I have the worst luck. Okay, just mixing it until it is well combined. This is a thick batter. Okay, so I see where the cost effectiveness is of this, because you do not have eggs or butter in here, which is crazy. Okay, let me get my pan. Right back. Okay, and this goes in an 8x8 pan, so this is not a big old honking 9x11, 9x13 cake, which is awesome. So I won't have all this cake left over. It's a really sticky, elasticy dough batter. Try to spread it out. I did spray the bottom of this glass pan. And this is going to cook 30 minutes. And when that oven preheats, we'll stick that in. I'm going to put it to the side. I'm going to clean up this mess so we can go onward with our dinner. Okay, I'm going to start on the chicken spaghetti. The oven is almost there. I got a pot of water on to boil noodles, but I want to get this started. I need some sauteed peppers and onions. Oh, there it goes. It's preheated. I'm going to put some olive oil in the bottom of this skillet. Let me stick that cake in. I'm going to set my timer for starting at 25 minutes. And I just pulled out some frozen peppers. And I know I've got frozen white onions somewhere around here, but I'm just going to use the red onions. Now for me and Chris, I would put more than this, but I don't know that. So I'm going to put this on the stove to start sauteing. I'll be right back. Chris is about to walk in, but anyway, Okay, I've got a pound of spaghetti. And you need these broken up into smaller pieces. And so I'm just going to take some. I just got a bowl here. And I'm going to break them up in this so hopefully they won't fly everywhere. And I'm just breaking them up to about like that. Makes it easier when you're eating it. The bite size. You don't have to cut it. Y'all, we have had summer-like weather, beautiful weekend, summery weather. Tomorrow and the next day, it's going to be highs in the 50s and the lows below freezing. So we're about to get a cold spell. Yay, yay, yay. I don't know that I want it below freezing yet, but I'm a little done with the warm weather. I like wearing long sleeves and stuff. I'm ready to transition, which I've been in transition. Turning those peppers and onions down to low, and our water is just about boiled, so we'll be ready for the noodles. Oh, that last one is so hard. You have to reach deep. Okay, I'm gonna bring you over here. All right, don't mind the big red thing out. That's what I had my beef stock going in. I'm going to put a good amount of salt in here. Turn it down, smidge, and we're going to pour pieces of spaghetti in here. And I'm going to get them all over the stove. Oh, I don't want them to burn, get on the eyes. Okay, and I'm going to add some salt to my peppers and onions here too. And a little bit of pepper. Whew, that noodle is hot. We're just going to let these saute together. Going to let this come up to a boil, and then
Honey, I'm home.
Honey, he's home. Did y'all notice something about the cake? Did y'all? Did y'all? And didn't tell me? I just looked at it, which I just threw it in the garbage. It didn't look right. So I came back over here and I reread the recipe. I didn't add the sugar. I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry. I need to calm down. I need to calm down. Okay. So, we're going to remake it with the sugar. I knew it. The batter just did not look right. Because I was going to put the sugar in first. I thought, no, I need to mix the flour and stuff up, and then I just didn't do it. And y'all know it. Y'all saw it. Y'all are screaming at me. You didn't put the sugar in, Kathy. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? I'm here. All right, that's 1. and a half cups of flour. You can't see it. I'm putting it in. And then I already put up my baking soda. Oh! Lord. Yeah. Okay. I got my lids mixed up. Okay. So you have to have baking soda, which was 1 teaspoon. I think. Let me go back and look. One teaspoon of baking soda. This is the soda, this is not the powder. Okay. Belinda, I was fixing to come after you giving me a stinky recipe. Oh me, oh my. Alright, I'm turning off the peppers and onions while we're handling this. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to whisk it. And this is where I just whipped and didn't put the sugar, which I have right here. And it needs a cup of sugar. Cup of sugar. It's in there. It's in there. I'm going to mix that up. Okay, here's where I need, I do my little bowl. Oh, here it is. Okay, so in this bowl, I need a cup of water. A cup of water. A teaspoon of vinegar. I'm going to know this recipe back and forth. Teaspoon of vinegar. Vanilla extract. Then I'm going to whisk this together. I'm rereading this recipe. Cocoa powder. See how last time I almost left that out too. And that's going to be 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Oh, 1/3 cup of oil. One-third cup of oil. Then we're going to mix it all together. I knew something wasn't right. You know, and look, and the batter's better consistency too. I don't know. I just knew something was wrong, but I kept on. Okay. See, the batter is more like a batter, and it's not just elasticy and thick. Praise the Lord. I saw the light. Okay. I'm going to use the same pan. Ooh, it's kind of hot. I'm going to use the same pan. I just wiped it out. Oh yeah, okay. We got cake going now. Okay, I'm going to pop this back in the oven and reset my timer. And it had only gone about 15 minutes, and I just peeked in at it, and I was like, it was lumpy, and I should have showed you a picture of it. And the top was almost already black. I was just like, what is going on? And so I pinched off a little bit and put it in my mouth, and I was like, ooh. Okay, see, I'm not even having to spread it out. Okay. Alright, this is going back in the oven. We're refocused. Okay, the chicken is done. I just took it out, I put it in this bowl and kind of spread it out so it would cool faster, because I don't want to mess it with it when it's that hot. My noodles are done. I've just drained them and just put the thing over the pot to catch any extra water. I am going to put a little bit of olive oil on them, avocado oil on them. And toss them around just to keep them from not sticking. You can use butter too. Set those out of the way, and then I've got to shred some cheese for it. I didn't want to get out my big shredder thing for this, but so I'll sit here and hand grate it. Can y'all hear me okay? You know, I see a lot of YouTubers that like have little microphones and stuff, and I mean, when I'm editing, I think that you can hear me okay, but I don't ever watch my own videos. Can y'all hear me okay? I was wondering if I needed to get one of those microphones. Let me know below if you can hear me okay. So I'm grating some cheddar cheese to go on top of our chicken spaghetti. The rectified cake is in the oven. Y'all see a lot of my fails. Yeah, I don't care. It's everyday life. That's how it is. Let me see. Maybe do a little bit more. This is actually a Pioneer Woman recipe. Basically, it's her premise, and then I just do it. I had freeze-dried some peppers, it says peppers, and crushed them up, and I thought, well, I'll just put that in it, that way it'll be a little bitty if they don't like the bell peppers or whatever. But I got a pinch out, I'm putting it on my tongue, and there's some jalapenos in there, it's kind of hot. I'll have to remember that. Okay, I think I have got enough cheese grated up. I'm going to get me a big bowl, and we'll start mixing this up. Hold on, I gotta wash something. Alright, I got my trusty big plastic bowl that I've had for about 8 years that I use for everything. So I'm dumping the noodles in. Look at these peppers and onions. There's a lot of oil left in the pan. I'm going to try not to get all that. squeezing it. That all evenly distributed. Look at this recipe that I've gotten all wet. Okay, got all that, got all that. Got all that, got all that. Okay, we're going to add 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. Or I don't see why you couldn't use cream of chicken soup too. Well, fiddle-dee-dee. What are you barking at, Cash? Now the recipe doesn't call for this, but I'm going to add a dollop of sour cream. If I can get it open. Just a dollop. I'll give it a taste test. I think it needs a little bit salt. The cheese will bring some saltiness to it also. Some fresh ground pepper. And just a little bit of garlic. Not too much. Alright, I'm going to set this to the side, and I think the chicken's cool enough. For me to tear into. Whew, it's still a bit hot. Okay, so I'm going to tear this off the bone, and then I'm going to give it a chop, and then I'll be back. Alright, we are chopping up the chicken, chopping it up pretty fine. 9 out of 10 times I use chicken thighs when I'm cooking. 1, they're cheaper. 2, they're juicier. 3, they have more flavor than a breast. My dog's, you see him? He's wanting a piece of chicken. Oh, the one on your head, ding dong. Alright, that's pretty fine. She has some problems with her teeth, and so I didn't want her to have big pieces to have to chew on. Excuse me. Alright, we're going to add the chicken to our noodles. Whew, that might be enough. Alright, it seems a little dry to me. Add a splash of milk. I'm gonna wash my hands and get my casserole dish. Okay, got it in the dish. I'm gonna top it with cheese. Let me check on the cake. I believe it's done. Set that over there to cool. That took about 27 minutes. Okay, I think I did a perfect amount of cheese. Ooh, I got a mess. I got a mess. Okay, I think we're going to put this in the oven on 350 for about 45 minutes. All right, I got that we're making the frosting. I got 2 tablespoons of butter that I melted, and then I put 1/4 of a cup of cocoa in here. We're just going to combine this until it turns in kind of like a paste. Make sure you keep scraping that bottom because it'll burn. I think that's good. I had pasta water spill right here and burn on there. That'll be a scrub-a-dub-dub job. Okay, I got a mixing bowl. Well, it's actually a measuring thing, but we're going to put our chocolate mixture in here. Then we're going to add a cup of powdered sugar, and I am going to sift it. Clumps. And we're going to give this a mix. Okay, some vanilla. And just a little splash of milk. Okay, we're going to go with the hand mixer. Just scrape down. I whipped it really good, and this is not a lot of icing because you got to remember that this isn't a big cake. It's just an 8 by 8. Okay, set this aside. Gotta wait till the cake completely cools before we ice that. I've got the spaghetti in the oven, and I have got a mess. But like I said, I have turnip greens and kale that I'm going to take up there, and the chicken spaghetti and the chocolate cake. And I will let you know how it turns out. I'll bring you back when I frost the cake and get the chicken spaghetti out of the oven. Okay, so the chicken tetrazzini is done. Smells delicious. I've got the cake down here on my vent and got the air on. Trying to cool it down some more. So I'm going to package this up. We're not going to eat with them, but I'm going to send them. We're going to take them a good portion of this so maybe they can eat on it a couple of days if they like it. Okay, I will, when we get back, I'll taste test the cake for you after we eat, and I'll see you in a little bit. Whew, just got back from Aunt Llewellyn's and Johnny's. And so they enjoyed it. So I'm going to take a bite of this cake. Mmm. That was very good. And that was an easy cake. That's good. I'm going to try that. I'll post that recipe down below. I'll post the recipe for the chicken spaghetti too. It's dark in here. The lighting's not very good, but I'll post that down below too. So y'all try these two recipes. Very, very, very good. Thank y'all for being here. I'm going to go put my pajamas on. I've got the dishwasher going. Still got a sink full of dishes. I'll tackle those tomorrow. You know, do you feel me? I'm tired. So, y'all have a great evening or a great day whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.